What's happening, Patreon world? Podcast world. What's happening, podcast world? My niggas, my bitches. It's your boy 007 Crushindo here, checking in with y'all. Just got off work or whatever, right? Okay, so today we're going to be speaking about a few topics, right? Well, let me keep y'all up to speed, right? So, I decided to thoroughly explain why I am going hard on Patreon and why I am exposing all these celebrities, right? And now I'm using my podcast also as evidence from now on on the harassment that they have been doing towards me, right? And just in case they argue and be like, oh, they just speaking in general and all that. Well, they're so narcissistic and dumb that they don't realize that I have been watching them my whole life, and I can tell when some shit pop off and when they talking about somebody and shit like that. That's why I titled this episode Undemonstrative Nonstarters, right? Now keep in mind, the people that I'm exposing suck. Like, they suck so bad that I say at least 90% of them are still trying to get their big break. And they damn near older than 40. They're like 40 plus, right? And I'm gonna break it all down for people to be like, he just overreacting and stuff. Nah, I can see if they said one thing and left it alone, then I blew it out of proportion like they do, then y'all can say I'm overreacting. Now let's start first. Let's start on the first thing that they started playing with, and this all surrounds how I feel about somebody right now. And it's very sad. It's very sad, almost like almost like they all just want to get punched in the motherfucking mouth, right? In which I will do, you know what I'm saying? I have no problem with beating the shit out of them, you know what I mean? But let's start at the first thing that they really did, in which kind of hit me in a way where I wouldn't expect them to be talking, right? The first thing that they started playing with is age, right? It literally became a whole topic of ageism. And I'm going to show you exactly which generation did that, right? It was Gen X. Gen X literally, Gen X celebrities, and there's a lot of regular Gen X too, no lie, it's a lot of regular Gen X doing this, but I'm speaking on the celebrity part, right? Gen X celebrities right now, mostly poor as fuck, banded together and decided to just do a lot of fuck shit towards age. Like, they were literally trying to defame younger people. Like, they try to defame younger people so hard that I felt like they did that to intervene with what I had going on, right? And the whole thing was, they don't know that I was using my emotions as entertainment purposes only, which means all this was an act to my music. You know what I mean? I didn't just want to be a producer making beats, that's it. I wanted to add a little entertainment in the mix because that's Crushindo Productions, right? And they fell for it so hard that they all personally got involved with it, and I knew they all felt some kind of way for no obvious reason. You know what I'm saying? They they try to defame young people so fucking hard that it made it seem like that they were the most popular people in the world. And we looking at Gen X like, hell no, y'all, most of y'all still fucking broke right now. You know what I'm saying? Gen X the only celebrities that can be broke ass millionaires. You know what I mean? And it's sad because when we look at how can I put it? When we look at the greatest people on earth, or the most monumental people that ever came here, I don't remember no Gen X being a monumental image in the community, bro. I don't remember in school when we learned about a monumental Gen X person. And still to this day. You know what I'm saying? The only people that is mooching up to the Gen X people are the payola slaves. But the difference is the payola slaves are mooching on and kissing the ass of whoever's on that list. So yeah, you might have some Gen X here and there, but you also got these other people, right? So it's like, if we really look at who's kissing the ass of Gen X celebrities, there ain't none. You know what I mean? And I believe that's what got them in their feelings, because nobody mentioned age, bro. We in America, man, where they say my body, my choice, you can do what you want. And you know what I'm saying, people can basically just do whatever the fuck they want in America, right? So if a younger person wants to date an older person, what would be the problem with it? And then they got a whole category in there, in porn and in life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it didn't make sense. And as I stated, I'm from now on, this episode 63 on up, is going to be able to be used in court as evidence. Because I don't want to make it seem like, oh, you know, he just won't let shit go and all that. No, I want the real suspects to get exposed. When you nitpick and jump in situations that has nothing to do with you, you are the suspect. Literally. It's like seeing a crime out there and you just jump into the crime trying to get on the suspect side and adding more shit to it. You become the suspect, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand it. They just think they can do all this shit and just everything's gonna be normal. So I said, if they want to lose everything they got for no fucking reason, to me, that's fine with me, bro. Give me all your money. Because at the end of the day, I'm still good. They can use every celebrity on earth to mock me. Guess what? I'm going to use every lawyer on earth to sue y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they going to win. And it's sad how long they've been doing. This finna be 3 years, y'all. And then they turn around, want to act like proactive black power, caring about the community people. How you caring about the community when you mocking people that you never fucking met? You talking shit about people because of their age. You know what I'm saying? So they did a whole age montage where they try to make it look bad that younger people are young and the few older people are older, as if the older people were cool when they was young. Cause when we look back and when they was young, they was the lame people in the world. Let's look back, y'all. You remember I did that in my last episode? Let's look back again. All these Gen X celebrities that's poor as hell, barely can make it, ain't in no hit, still trying to get their big break. Let's go back to when y'all was young. The people that was popular them days was not y'all. And I think that's why they mad. They tried to get back popular right when I jumped in that feeling about that, about her, right? And it's like, really, bro? Y'all was so quiet the past 5-10 years, letting these slow ass rappers come up in here talking about fucking and twerking and doing all this crazy shit, right? Y'all had no problem with that. And still don't got a problem. Y'all still right now don't got no problem with it. Y'all mentioned it a couple times, whatever, but y'all didn't band together to talk shit about it like y'all did with my situation. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, half of y'all play their music. Half of y'all is taking pictures with them. Half of y'all would do anything to be around these slow ass artists. You know what I'm saying? Half of y'all done already paid your money to get a cosign from these motherfuckers. So I looked at it like, nah, bro. Y'all are weirdos. And I'm using my Patreon and now my podcast to expose them and use this shit in court. You know what I'm saying? It turned from me having fun on a podcast to me being 100,000 serious using it in the fucking court. Ain't that sad? I ain't playing with them no more. You know what I mean? Because y'all did all that age count and then disrespecting old people at the same time. The same people that's talking about younger people ain't shit and all that, and older people this and that. You disrespecting older people in the same breath. How you gonna tell an older person what they should and shouldn't do? How you gonna tell anybody what they should and shouldn't do, even if you not their parents? Y'all motherfuckers not my parents. So whether you like it or not, I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. You know what I mean? If I wanted to date an 80-year-old grandma, that's my motherfucking prerogative, nigga. All y'all gonna do is talk, and then when I sue you, you gonna try to act like the victim. How? It came out of y'all mouth. Y'all made fun of the shit. Don't even know that's not what you supposed to do. So it's like, I got over the age cap, right? Because I'm looking at the people talking about age and all that. And they didn't stop there. It led to the other cap. What was the other one, y'all? Because I can't go in order. I really forgot how it went in order. But let me see if I can remember. It started with the age talk. Then it started with money. I remember that. The next topic was money. They made fun of niggas still living at the house with their moms, in which was my situation too. Like basically everything they made fun of, I happened to be in that situation, which made it look like, oh no, y'all not talking about everybody. Y'all just strictly talking about me. You know what I mean? Made fun of money, right? Talking about you ain't a man if you can't pay this, and you know what I'm saying? Man supposed to have that, and man working and all that. They try to job cap and all that, right? And I defeated them by getting another job. Like, this ain't even my first job, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know that. I want them to think they know, type shit. Yeah, a bunch of money cap, y'all. It got so bad to the point we look at the bitches talking about the money, and it's like, bitch, ain't no man with more money than you finna run to you. Name one man with more money than you that's running to you. They can't. They ain't ever dealt with it. And they can lie and make fairy tales up. Oh, I dated a man that had all this money. Stop lying, bitch. You lost a man with a lot of money. That I don't believe that story. Y'all ain't ever had a man with a lot of money. That's what y'all dream about. But at the end of the day, a man with a lot of money don't want you broke bitches. That's just how it's gonna go. I'm sorry. Deal with it. Especially if bitches that got a little money and want to act all hard and like they got the biggest attitudes in the world and stuck up and shit. No, they gonna kill you. You get killed like that out here. All men don't take the same disrespect. And then the next big thing after the money talk was about what was it? The manhood talk. It was like manhood talk. They try to disrespect our manhood, talking about masculinity and men ain't men no more, and this what got me about that talk. It was more men saying that than women. Like, it was a few women saying it, but it was more men saying it, which made it look down low. It made y'all look like y'all was in the closet real hard, because I'm looking at it like, hold on, gang. I'm a man myself. I'm not worried about what another man doing. But y'all was so deadlock focused to the point I said, oh yeah, y'all the one like the men. So as y'all can see, they use men and women both to try to harass my situation. You know what I'm saying? So 1 minute it was the women talking, the next minute it was the men, and then go back to the women, and then go back to the men, to the point they sent out weirdo DL men to try to act like, oh, we're the men and look up to us little boys, we gonna train you to be a man. And I'm like, y'all acting like these niggas ain't got no motherfucking father at home. Then when we ask to see what y'all actually doing for these little niggas, y'all ain't nowhere to be found. Y'all want to be around the celebrities too. How the fuck you say you for the young niggas and trying to train men, but all y'all be around is other fucking celebrities? Because you're suspect too. And then they got so descriptive. They talking about emotional men and narcissistic and just going like the whole 9 yards, right? And you know me, I ain't give a fuck about nothing they said, but I just tune in. And when I tune in, it just happens to align with certain things. And I said, wait a minute. Not only that sounds like me, but if y'all calling me a narcissist, or you saying I ain't man enough, what does that make y'all? How many times have I started a worldwide platform strictly to talk about the masculinity of a man? Never, boy. Punk ass niggas. And them same bitches that can't get or keep a wealthy man was on their side trying to gaslight it up. And yeah, you right, these men soft these days. Hold on. Do y'all know that's why women was getting they fucking shit beat back in the 30s? Is that what y'all forgot? See, nowadays they can just call the police and we go to jail type shit. Back in the day, if you disrespected any man, they will beat the fucking shit out you. And I don't condone abusing of women, but at the end of the damn day, you can't talk to no man like that. You know what I mean? That's how I know you're used to these people are used to being around down low, passive aggressive ass niggas in these Greek societies. Because y'all think y'all can say that to the public, but y'all so fucking pussy to go to the public that you say that shit online and you on the stage at seminars and all that. No. Bring y'all bitch ass to the neighborhoods. Come to the street and say that to a group of niggas standing on the corner. You can't with your scary ass. You broke bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then after the masculinity man lies they told about men, it went back to the age shit. But now it was like they were trying to be on the side of the Gen X again. Oh, back in our day, we used to like, shut up, bro. We don't give a damn what y'all used to do and what you know and what was this and all that, because y'all was not popular when y'all was young. Matter of fact, we take all y'all pictures, the before your fame pictures. Half y'all don't even post a certain era in your life, bitch. Half of them don't even post when they was in middle school. Nah, show me your middle school pictures. Don't hide that. Show me how much talent y'all had in middle school. What was y'all focused on in middle school? Was you popular in middle school? Did you matter at your school? You know what I'm saying? It's sad we gotta break it down like that, but that's how they did it. They try to break us down like we did something to them, which is CIA military tactics. So let's do the same on them. Who were they? You know what I'm saying? Why they afraid to show their middle school pictures? They always want to show high school pictures and elementary school pictures. Nah, show me your middle school pictures. And it better not be one picture. Nah, show me everything. Don't hide nothing. Y'all went the whole 9 yards about me and other niggas. I want to go the whole 9 yards on y'all. Ain't nobody give a damn about no fucking Gen X people. Stop lying. Y'all had to pay frats and sororities to act like we care. We don't give a damn what they think either. I don't know if y'all got the message or not. The population don't give a fuck about the Greek societies, bro. Matter of fact, we look at them like the most dumb people in society because they are fucking dumb. And then they want to give this notation like they getting all the fucking sex and all that. No, bro. Y'all sleeping with the same gender, bro. You know what I'm saying? They want to sleep with the same gender and then go around try to sleep with the opposite gender. That's how STDs get spreaded. You know what I mean? This is real facts, bro. And it's sad because we looking at these sad ass Gen X people like, hold on, bro, you not 20 no more. Your time is done. That's how I know they try to stomp on our shit, try to block our progress as millennials and Gen Z people. They try to block us, bro. For what? Y'all time already been done, and most of y'all blew the fucking thing anyway. When you had the spotlight, you fucked it off. When you had your chance, you didn't take it. Now all of a sudden you're 40, 50, 60, still trying to get in it? Like, no, bro. That's why I'm using my Patreon to go in on these motherfuckers. Because I got celebrity names in particular that I named on Patreon. And they all happen to be 30, 40, I'll say 40, 50, 60 plus. That ain't no coincidence, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What was after that? Let's see if I can remember right. So we did the age. Oh, the race. They started race capping. Black this, black that. Racism this, racism that. And then when we look at that black talk, the only black people that recognized was either Nigerians or a few other black people in America. And I said, oh, it's one of those again, huh? It's one of your agenda propaganda subjects, huh? Makes sense, huh? Yeah, ignore the whole Africa. Just look at Nigeria. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, bro. That makes perfect sense, y'all. Ignore the whole Africa. Just look straight at Nigeria. You know what I mean? Pan-Africans, you know what I'm saying? Then they saw the race shit wasn't working. Then they turned to political around election time, which is political interference, right? Election interference. But you know, since we gonna act like, oh, you know, we don't know what's going on. Look, yeah, I know what's going on, and that's why I'm gonna use this in court. Them same ass celebrities I'm telling y'all about all happen to be supporting Democrats. And I said, yeah, everything y'all doing is just exposing which side you on, which means y'all going to pay me. Like, I'm not gonna say, no, that's cool, I'm gonna let that slide and all that. No, y'all gonna pay so hard that you're going to be broke, bro. I'm letting y'all know. They did the political thing and they disrespected black men again. Like, what part of we not fucking with y'all don't y'all understand? You can use any subject ever created. We don't fuck with y'all. So as y'all can see, judge and jury, They have literally been trying to get our attention the whole time, and then cranked it up when I start feeling a certain kind of way about a lady that they weren't even talking about. Now all of a sudden everybody want to be around her and this and that. No, bro. She been out since the 80s, motherfucker. Y'all was not saying her name then. Y'all didn't put her on. Ain't nobody act like they knew her. I thought she was dead because I ain't ever seen her no more. And as soon as I checked in, jury, which will be March 2024, the whole industry tried to check in with her. Everybody want to just pop up now. All these niggas want to like her now. You know what I'm saying? That's strange as hell. They sending groups of niggas. So I'm like, yeah, you might think it's some sex shit. No, they try to kill you. They want to kill you. You know what I mean? They can't lie to me, bro. Like I mentioned in another episode, we know the real prostitutes out there. And I'm telling y'all, they don't well, how can I put it? They don't show traits of real prostitution, even though I'm not for it. I'm not for prostitution. But if we trying to talk about who fucking and paying to fuck, selling your pussy and all that, that's prostitution. We know who's prostituting. We see the signs. We know the body types. You know what I mean? Niggas brag on it, bitches brag on it. So I said, they lying about sex, because it was a whole sex phase too. They try to body type cap about sex. And then when we look at porn, there's different types of bodies, body shapes and forms, heights, skin colors, and porn. So I said, yeah, these are fucking losers. They don't have sex. They don't have money, because they don't know how money work. They don't have respect, because they think they could talk to men and disrespect men just like that. They don't have different friend groups because they thought they can age cap about different people. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a love life because they try to interfere with mine and mess it up. They try to mess up my love life. So they don't have a love life, and they're married too. Most of them married too, y'all. Jury, podcast world. The people that I'm naming on my Patreon are married too. There's only a handful of them that's not married or divorced. One of them just got divorced. But most of them married, which is extra sad. It adds on to the sadness because I'm pretty sure your spouse is wondering, when are we going to have a good time, go out and just be about us? You know what I'm saying? But no, y'all's spouses spent one whole year dedicated to trying to mess up my love life. I will feel some kind of way if my fucking wife dedicated her whole fucking year to try to mess up another nigga's love life that we ain't never met. Yeah, I'm gonna say, what the fuck's wrong with you, bitch? Are you crazy? Leave that man alone. But did they spouse speak up for it? No. Only a few spouses in particular kind of showed that they was annoyed, and a few of them divorced the motherfucker. A few of them got divorced after they saw that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of them, it's like they both is okay with it. That's how I know their marriage is fake too, because it was a marriage phase they tried to talk about. Oh yeah, don't get married and blah blah blah. How you married up there trying to talk against marriage? How you married up there talking about all your exes and sexual fantasies and bedroom talk and all that? How? Explain that, jury. Do normal people do that? No, they don't, because I'm in the public every day. Even when I'm off. I probably got to go to the store or go to my parents' house, go to my brother's house, you know what I'm saying, go to a friend's house. Normal people just don't do that. If I'm talking to a neighbor right there, they not finna just automatically bring up their sex life and then lie about it. Then try to make people think that's cool. No. Gen X celebrities, y'all just letting me know that y'all were the fucking lame cornballs in y'all days. Because we so over that, they don't even know where we at right now, y'all. They still think it's about being cool out here. Bro, hell no, we broke that shit way back, bro. They broke that shit when we was in high school. We had the older cats telling us, it ain't about that, man, be yourself. Now all of a sudden, a group of poor ass Gen X celebrities is sitting there trying to be cool at the same time I fall in love. No, that ain't no coincidence, y'all. I believe in coincidences, but that wasn't a coincidence because they still going. They not stopping right now, and it's finna be 2026, y'all. Ain't that fucking maniac shit? It started in March 2024, and it's finna be January 2026. You gotta be a fucking psycho to think you can do that for 3 fucking years and everything's just cool. I'm the problem. They gonna turn on me. Well, if he didn't fall in love, then we wouldn't be doing that. Really, bro? That's why I'm glad we have courts, FBI, all that shit to investigate it. Because a serial killer do that. A dirty ass serial killer go around, kill a bunch of women, kids, men, and then tell the judge, well, if they wasn't sitting there looking at me, I wouldn't have killed them. Y'all think that's a good enough defense? And judge gonna be like, you're right, they shouldn't have looked at you. Case dismissed, you're innocent, bro. No, nigga, that's not gonna dismiss your case. That's not a good argument in federal court. They're gonna be like, so how did they physically tamper with your life? They ain't gonna have an answer. Then the judge gonna be like, how the hell did y'all even know this kid? That's what the real question gonna be. That's where it's gonna get really good. How the hell do y'all even know this person? And that's gonna lead to another charge, stalking. You can't stalk people and think that's just gonna be good just cause you're famous. I'm famous. I can stalk people. No, you can't stalk people. Famous, rich, whatever you think you got going on. Even regular people can't stalk people. You cannot stalk people. So that's already fucked up on y'all behalf. Y'all already lost the case at that point. But let's keep going since, you know, they don't believe it was this many shits they was using, right? So, now, since I liked her, right, I observed stuff. I ain't gonna say I stalked her and all that weird shit. No, I took time on certain days to observe her activity, right, to see if it was some weird shit going on. And let's just say when I started last year, I didn't see no signs of weird shit or no comments and all that. And as soon as people found out how I feel, niggas popping up, people slick capping in the comments and all that. And I don't know if she controlled her account or not, but it seemed like she was on the side of the weird shit. So I think somebody's controlling her account. Because one minute, she's speaking a certain kind of way on the videos, and then the next minute, her account doing weird shit, commenting and, you know what I'm saying, just doing weird ass shit, right? So I'm not even going to say that's her on her account doing that. If she don't know that. If she don't know that, I'm telling her right now, word gonna go back. Whoever over your account is making you look really bad right now. So that's bad for business, and you need to fire them, whoever the fuck that is, you know what I mean? But if she involved with it, she's a bitch, you know what I'm saying? And fuck her, I don't want to deal with her if she's involved with it type shit. But something inside me won't let me believe that she's doing it. You know what I mean? Because she got a lot of stuff to do. She's busy, right? But it just kept getting worse and worse and worse, right? To the point other celebrities got involved. And I said, if it was the story I just said, if she was the bitch and all that, right? If she was a bad person, wouldn't I see her go #1 on a movie fucking a nigga, and she up in there in a relationship romantic thing, and they all up in there, everybody supporting her? I ain't seen that yet. Matter of fact, she just got nominated, I don't know if they won or not, for a little project she did with another actor, right? They won't even talk about it. The same bitches that claim they was on her side and black women this and that, ain't nobody saying shit. So jury, podcast world, I want y'all to deliberate on what's really going on. I honestly believe they trying to sabotage her and me while trying to mentally fuck us up. Like, they did the whole 9 yards with me, y'all. I'm talking about, it got to the point I said, bro, I feel like I gotta hurt these people. I feel like I gotta cause physical harm. And I know that's a assault and battery charge in a court of law, but y'all gotta think about it. If I go into around police and just start talking shit about them and getting in their face and lying on them and talking about they ain't this and all that, do you know that police gonna beat the shit out of me? Think about it in a police perspective, right? When you in jail as a guard, right, a prison guard, and an inmate is being so disrespectful to you, to the point they going around everybody and lying on you, talking about you ain't a man or a woman, and you ain't masculine and all that, trying to defame your character. I ain't saying all police is gonna beat your ass, but when it gets repetitive to a certain level of severity, they will beat the shit out you and put charges on you, bro. So do that same situation with me. Why do I gotta allow that? As a grown black man from the hood, trying to get myself together right with all my record label shit, why should I allow these loser ass failed celebrities to keep playing with my motherfucking image? Why? Explain it. Oh, you gotta be the bigger man. You right, I am being a bigger man. And when I kept being a bigger man, they kept going. It's habitual. Now it's so habitual that every time they play, some goofy shit happen to them. It's celebrities that die because of this shit. It's celebrities right now in court because of this shit. You want to play on my image so hard, but your ass getting sued in court for some other shit. Even Diddy tried to play with that. Before Diddy went to jail, he tried to play with that shit, and he grew enough nuts to come back to New York, and they caught his stupid ass in a fucking stove, cause he had dropped an album and everything called Love, and I said, oh yeah, y'all playing too much. And next thing you know, they ran in all 3 of his fucking mansions, and he in prison right now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird, bro. It's fucking weird. It's crazy. It's maniacal. It's self-sabotage. I feel like they self-sabotage themselves by trying to sabotage me. It showed their true colors of being assholes. It showed that they hiding bad secrets because ain't nobody said nothing to them. It showed that they were begging for the spotlight because they were not involved in this and pushed themselves into this. It showed that whatever company representing them clearly don't give a fuck about them, which means I want to sue them too for allowing this activity. And it shows the companies that they ran to magnify the shit is involved with it too, because I have companies on record trying to play with that shit too. And all this comes from my sources too. Like one half of me saw this shit and witnessed it. The other half is coming from sources. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be like, can you trust these sources? Yeah, nigga. Y'all trusting lying ass roll plants. Y'all trusting a lot of government agents that's lying, nigga. So now I can't trust my source? What makes y'all source 100% true? Y'all the only people in the world that can have sources? No. I have sources too. And they keep me up to date with every fucking thing y'all doing and saying. And when I try to narrow it down back to her, it's like muddy waters. Some of them saying this, most of them saying that. And I'm like, which one is it? So I don't believe she involved with the shit at all. I believe, like I said, I could be wrong, but I believe, in my personal opinion, they decided to try to sabotage her too. Which means she probably fell in love with me too. You know what I mean? And I know that's hard for y'all, a lot of y'all to believe. And this and that, try to disrespect who I am again. And all types of shit, walking through the whole 9 yards again, right? But it's like, you can't stop adults, bro. I'm sorry. It don't matter how y'all feel and whatever, bro. If she feel like this for me, and I feel like that for her, it is what the fuck it is. If you don't like it, you can't do nothing about it. But since y'all thought y'all were gonna do something about it by doing all that shit, this is going to court. Because I'm doing it for me. Like, she can do her side if she feel like it, or if she don't care enough, whatever she got going on. I don't care what she gonna do. I'm doing what I'm gonna do for me. Cause this is my individual. This is my business y'all playing with. Y'all tampering with my business. Like my real actual company. For this. You know what I mean? So let's keep going, right? Excuse me again. Excuse me for the burping. Let's keep going. The people they try to bring into this, I wish I could name them all. It's going to take a little more research to kind of look back and add them to the mix, right? 90% of them ain't being used no more for this. It's to the point they fell off the face of the earth. And I'm like, hold on. You was happy to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, ain't nobody seeing your ass. You're broke as hell. Motherfuckers don't need you for shit. So it's starting to look like they all was mad that not only they didn't have my story, but the industry does not respect them enough to take them seriously. So they took the anger out on me and her. You know what I mean? I watch the videos. I listen to what she say. That's what y'all not getting. I seen the transition. I saw how she was very happy when I started liking her pictures and tuning in and following and shit. I saw that. And then I can tell when she got upset. And it usually happens after in the event where I'm guessing certain things supposed to happen and it didn't happen a certain way. And then y'all capped at the same time. I ain't gotta be there to know y'all capped in her face. Cause y'all capping behind her back too. On her and me. You know what I mean? But I'm representing myself, right? So I'm speaking on the perspective of me looking outside in, right? And I seen it. Y'all capped on her so bad. I said, bro, she need to put out something right now. Like, she need to put out not a movie. She need to put out like her own documentary about her, or like some kind of crime thing about what she saw in Hollywood, because y'all want to make sure she don't say shit. And the whole time when I did scroll back and find old footage of her on the interviews and all that, or stuff where she's talking, she ain't ever talked about y'all. That's the part that's getting me. Make it make sense, bro. I want a real unbiased judge to make a decision on this. Cause if they be like, oh, he crazy, he just making up shit, we can pull up the evidence. They are so dumb, they did it on public companies. They did it like on radio stations. They putting it in their scripts. They putting it on social media. Everywhere they go, they say the same shit over the fuck over. This could be a whole topic about tomatoes, and somehow they gonna bring the shit in. That's not us being crazy. That's them exposing how fucking crazy they are. This is them upset that the light ain't on them or something. I don't know how to say it. It's harassment. It's basically just harassment, bro. They're stalking and harassing me and her and trying to use that to sabotage me and her. You know what I mean? It's very sad. All the things they said, bro, they gotta pay for that. They gotta stand on their 10 toes and face the reality of what they did and said. And as y'all can see, they can't even face the reality of anything. They can't face the reality that they blew their chance at success. They still trying to go big right now. Y'all didn't face the reality that you're failures. The industry does not want y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it just keep going and going and going and going and going. And I'm looking at it like, bro, what's gonna stop it? Because I can't go in the world looking over my shoulder and wondering who the hell's gonna say some shit next. That's PTSD, nigga. Y'all done gave me PTSD all because of how I feel about a lady that y'all didn't even pay attention to. Explain that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I still feel how I feel. I don't know how she feels. All I know is the certain things I saw, I took it the way I guess she wanted me to take it, or I took it in another way. But either way, I'm not the one sitting there with the problem, bro. I'm a regular ass man with a bunch of talent, living my life, working my jobs in my own career, bro. I'm not flying to New York trying to stalk her and see where she at and popping up at her events and doing all this crazy shit, making videos towards her and all up in her comments and all. I ain't doing none of that, bro. I'm really the adult. They want to talk about adult grown ass man, right? I'm the adult grown ass man, and I handled all this shit like an adult. You know what I mean? That shit sad as a motherfucker. I just know if that ain't her doing all this shit on her Instagram, somebody about to get fucking fired and probably sued. Because I'm like, y'all was not doing this shit years ago. And you can scroll up. That's how dumb they are. They didn't even try to delete the old stuff where they wasn't doing it at. They waited to clear as day as I popped up. Like they wanted me to. If one of your team members want me, good. If it ain't you doing it. Whoever that lady is on your team, she going behind your back and fucking off your Instagram. That's why your algorithm ain't going up. Because I know how to build algorithms. And they going to be like, how, bro, you still ain't got whatever. That's because I ain't famous, bro. I ain't famous. They are literally sabotaging her career. Because she could be way bigger than what she at. And I know they're going to be like, what if she don't want to? That's true, too. But we talking about in a money perspective. Why would you try to slow down somebody's money, bro? Be real. I saw all that. I did the research. And now thinking about it, it sure wasn't her doing all that, because that was done in a younger bitch perspective. A younger bitch thinks she can just do all this shit, say weird shit behind somebody else's account. So whoever on your team right now, baby, they she jealous of you, trying to sabotage you, and it got even worse when I popped up. Cause ain't no way all this stuff going on social media to gain followers and money and all that shit, and your account still slowed down, and you're saying weird shit, trying to be on the bad side and all that. No, that's not her. That's some sorority bitch sitting there trying to act like she know what to do and all that. I got it. No, don't let her get it no more. Fuck that. I don't care if you don't know how to do it or not. You can do like my parents do. They just post the video, no caption, damn it. Post your shit with no caption, and people gonna automatically know what's going on. Cause the same bitch stole my format. Now I know some stuff she has, she said some stuff on her behalf from her own mouth. It kind of mimicked what I was doing, right? But that's because, I like her. So I don't take that in a disrespectful manner. It's the other shit that I believe she's not doing. Like another part, I'm keep going on the other shit, right? But let me finish this topic off, right? So I've been on IMDb for almost 4 years, right? It was 2023 when I got on, and I didn't know how to operate it till 2024, right? So, be checking in. I put her as one of my favorites in my secret actors list, right? And, I'm just adding on different actors and actresses that I like, or singers, whatever, whoever's on there, right? But I wrote my own bio. I wrote my own extensive bio for my algorithm, to the point you can go to Google and type in, what does Joseph Crushindo do? And it's going to tell you on Google, right? I learned that from research. Because I try to also write my own Wikipedia bio, but they said I needed a publication citation for that, and I didn't have that, right? So I said, I need to use my website that I got right now. It's not a bought domain, though. It's a free website thing, right? But this website has a strong Google presence, right? So I said I could write my bio extensively on my website blog and allow it to pick up on the algorithm, right? So certain websites allowed the full bio. Other websites had a limitation, right? And I'm gonna show you IMDb conspiring too with that, right? So when I did put that bio on IMDb, we could type that many words there, right? IMDb conspired and update and said we can't use that many letters no more, but they didn't change my bio. So my bio's still up there right now, right? So I noticed her bio changed. I forget what it was at first. I don't think it was that long, right? The lady that I think is sabotaging her wrote her bio. Yeah, y'all can look it up. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Oh, yeah, you talking about her? Yes, the fuck I am, bitch. Stop being weird. This bitch is a weirdo, right? She wrote the bio, put her name in it like she got a fucking name. And I said, hold on. It still wasn't shit. It's not extensive enough for me to believe that you care about this woman for real. Matter of fact, you named other people. You named other people who happen to be a sorority member too, as if you just really want this woman to sell her soul to the Greek societies. Like, you didn't even name her best work. You know what I mean? This bitch is a weirdo. Now I really think it's her doing that on your account. She on your account playing with it, trying to flirt with other niggas and shit like that, all because how I feel about you. You hear that, jury? See, I can figure my own shit out. That's why I say I'm using Patreon to expose the celebrities that's doing it too, who happen to most be Greek society ass people. Damn, he shot the shit out of him. Yeah, my boy Horatio be killing niggas, bro. killed the fuck out of his pussy ass. But let's keep going, right? It didn't stop there, y'all. It just kept going and going and going, right? The reason why I exposed this bitch is because she ain't wearing your merch. I see she had all your clothes and going hard for your company now. She keeping it business too. That's why I say I beat the shit out the bitch. And that ain't no threatening, like, oh, he threatening and all that. Nah, that's just how I feel. When you play like that and want people to think you care, in the streets you get your ass beat the fuck up. And y'all the type to send people to jail for assault and battery. So I said, yeah, let me just do it the right way and sue the fuck out of all of them and expose them, because they can't handle that either. But it kept going, right? You got certain interviewers who wanted to play ball too. They want to get involved with it because I know their life ain't about shit. This probably the only excitement they get at the house, right? And they doing the same shit, but this time they trying to get everybody involved. Everybody who played with it is getting interviewed right now, and they going there to talk about it. Looking directly into the camera like they talking to me and shit. And I'm like, if y'all did this for y'all own careers, maybe y'all would have not been a bum out here, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you would have went big, finally got your big break or something. And they didn't do that. And it's to the point these motherfuckers going to the same interviewers multiple times a month. So I'm looking at their spouses like, hold on, spouse. Y'all want me to think this is a real marriage? Where's y'all's opinion on telling them to shut the fuck up? Yeah, like with that other divorce, I seen some nasty comments about this divorce thing going on with another bitch that I exposed to. And this one bitch said, oh, he don't got that much money more than her. He need to be quiet and he wasn't gonna last anyway because of that. It ain't about the money, motherfucker. I'm so sick of y'all trying to say that shit, but then the people you talking about ain't no fucking billionaire. Stop fucking playing. 1 minute, this person ain't got more money than them and they can do what they want. The next minute, you hate billionaires. I'm like, wait a minute. If it's about the money, why people with more money are the bad people? What sense do that make, y'all? If the person with less money or the person y'all dick riding is going off on them, and then y'all feel some kind of way, right? Does that mean when billionaires go off on the millionaires, y'all should be on their side too? It don't work like that. Matter of fact, y'all hate billionaires so much. I said, no, you just mad that they not reaching down for y'all. They don't need y'all for nothing. That's why they hate billionaires, y'all. They hate billionaires because billionaires don't need these people for nothing. Especially if you don't add value to your community, damn it. Y'all think commenting under posts is adding value to the community. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's very sad. This shit's very sad. They're gonna pay from now on. This episode on forward can't be used as evidence in court because I'm gonna just keep exposing them every episode. My Patreon videos can be used in court. I'm titling my music this shit. They gonna get the message at the end of the day. And I'm gonna hurt their feelings. I'm hurting their feelings so deep that they might just disappear. Because I'm like, they acting like they the most successful people in the industry. No. They acting like they the most rich people in the world. No. They not the most rich. They not the most successful. They not the most beautiful. They don't have the best life. They don't have the most fans. They don't got the most supports. They don't have the most cities on their side. They don't have the most businesses. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the most creativity. You know what I mean? They don't have the most monumental events. They don't have the most awards. I said, why this same pattern? Why all the people that want to go after me fall into this same category? They don't even have the most Greek society support. They could be a frat member right now or a sorority bitch. Even the sororities don't give a fuck about y'all. The most they can get is one event where they talking at a sorority event or talking to a frat, what they call it, a foundational frat day. That's the only time your frat or sorority gonna be around your stupid goofball ass. You know what I mean? This shit sad as fuck. And I'm blocking their energy from getting into my life because I said I'm not y'all. You're not finna use me as a punching bag. That's another thing, jury. I feel like they use me as a punching bag too, because whoever punching on their ass, they can't touch. They getting bullied somewhere else in the dark somewhere, and they think they can bully me the same way. See, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of these people, so they can't treat me like they'll treat a fan. I don't want your autographs. I don't even want to be around y'all. I'm not going to none of y'all events. They can't even name one event I came to where I paid my money to go meet them in the back. They can't name. Because I don't want to. I got enough money to do it. I'm making enough money to do it. But I don't want to. So that's where they fucked up at. They thought I was another person. He'll do anything to be around us. No, the fuck I would not. I'll do anything to not be around y'all. I'll do anything to beat y'all ass. You know what I mean? I don't want to be around y'all. Y'all fucking losers. I'd rather be in a room full of business executives making billions of dollars. I don't want to be around a celebrity, a broke ass Gen X celebrity still trying to seek their big break. No. Who the fuck you think I am, nigga? Fuck out of here, bitch. But I'm gonna go end this episode. What's the name of it, y'all? I almost forgot. Episode 63. Undemonstrative non-starters. They're non-starters. Look that up. I'm using big words that they never use, you know what I mean, to prove how intelligent I am compared to them. And they are very undemonstrative, and they are non-starters, and I don't want that around me, you know what I mean. Plus they gonna pay me, cause when I formulate the lawsuit in a professional manner and got a lot of lawyers on my team, they ain't gonna do shit. And if they don't show up, that's worse on their behalf. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna end this shit. Love y'all. To the next episode 64, the Crushindo podcast. Double Self Crushindo. Go check out my beats everywhere. iTunes, Pandora, Tidal, you know what I mean? Go check me out. Private just released. You know what I mean? That's a new album. So, you know, go check me out. And check my merch out. Got a lot of merch everywhere. You know what I mean? More merch coming soon. Shit like that. I am out this bitch.